जाति नीति कुल गोत्र गोरगम नाम रूप गुण दोष वर्जितम् देश काल विषयातिवर्ति यद् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि यत्परं सकलभागगोचरम् गोचरं विमलबोधचक्षुषः शुद्धचिह्नमनादिवस्तु यद् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि षड्भिर्निधिरयोगि योगिहृद् भावितं न करणैर्विभावितम् बुद्ध्यवेद्यमनवद्यमस्ति यद् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि हस्तभेदमनपास्तलक्षणम् निस्तरङ्गजलराशि निश्चलम् नित्यमुक्तमविभक्तमूर्ति यद् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि एकमेव सदनेककारणम् कारणान्तरनिरास्य कारणम् कार्यकारणविलक्षणं स्वयम् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि निर्विकल्पकमनल्पमक्षरम् यक्षराक्षरविलक्षणं परम् नित्यमव्ययसुखं निरञ्जनम् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि यद्विभाति सदनेकधा भ्रमात् नामरूपगुणविक्रियात्मना हेमवत् स्वयमविक्रियं सदा ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि यच्च कास्त्यन परम्परात् परम् प्रत्यगेकरसमात्मलक्षणम् सत्यचित्सुखमनन्तमव्ययम् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि जाति नीति कुल गोत्र गोरगम नाम रूप गुण दोष वर्जितम् देश काल विषयातिवर्ति यद् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि यत्परं सकलभागगोचरम् गोचरं विमलबोधचक्षुषः शुद्धचिह्नमनादिवस्तु यद् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि षड्भिर्निधिरयोगि योगिहृद् भाव भावितं न करणैर्विभावितम् बुद्ध्यवेद्यमनवद्यमस्ति यत् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि भ्रान्तिकल्पितजगत्कलाश्रयम् स्वाश्रयं च सदसद्विलक्षणम् निष्कलं निरुपमानवद्धियत् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि जन्मवृद्धिपरिणत्यपक्षया व्याधिनाशनविहीनमव्ययम् विश्वसृष्ट्यवविघातकारणम् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि हस्तभेदमनपास्तलक्षणम् निस्तरङ्गजलराशिनिश्चलम् नित्यमुक्तमविभक्तमूर्ति यत् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि एकमेव सदनेककारणम् कारणान्तरनिरास्य कारणम् कार्यकारणविलक्षणं स्वयम् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि निर्विकल्पकमनल्पमक्षरम् यक्षराक्षरविलक्षणं परम् नित्यमव्ययसुखं निरञ्जनम् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि यद्विभाति सदनेकधा भ्रमात् नामरूपगुणविक्रियात्मना हेमवत् स्वयमविक्रियं सदा ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि यच्च कास्त्यनपरं परात्परम् प्रत्यगेकरसमात्मलक्षणम् सत्यचित्सुखमनन्तमव्ययम् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि
Hari Om, good evening, a very warm welcome to all of you. Please come. Let's invoke the power of joint prayers. Ashato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya amrutam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. O Lord the Almighty, the Omniscient, the Omnipotent, the Omnipresent, who also has the divine name as Medineepatih, to such a magnificent Lord, together we offer our humble salutations with the deepest gratitude to seek His grace, mercy, blessings, love, compassion, affection, forgiveness. O Lord, bless us with the divine qualities such as Jnana, Bhakti, Vairagya, Prapatti and Mumukshutvam. This is only and only to understand Thy true nature in this very life, and as an aparoksha anubhuti. And this can happen only and only with Your divine grace. So we beseech in You, we pray to You, we beg of You to grant us this rarest of the rare privilege and help us cross the ocean of births and deaths. Our salutations to the Guru Parampara. Om Tat Sat. Today, by the grace of the Almighty and the blessings of the Guru Parampara, we are on our Divine Discourse number 480 and the Viveka Choodamani Nidhidhyasana series number 9 on the 9th of June 2026. Swasti Shri Parabhava Nama Samvatsara Uttarayana Grishma Rutu Adhika Jeshta Masa Krishna Paksha Navamyatitau Purva Bhadra Nakshatra Priti Nama Yoge Taitula Karane. On this auspicious day of Tuesday and the auspicious time of the evening, we all reaffirm on our oath, our pledge, our sole purpose of life and our goal in life, which can be achieved by a simple task on a moment-to-moment basis. Naham karta, hari preranaya, hari prityartham. Having completely surrendered ourselves, having burnt the sense of ego, the sense of me, mine, completely, and looking at everything as that pure consciousness, supreme reality. Our humble salutations once again to the Guru Parampara. Om Tat Sat. Good evening, everybody, once again. So, as the very subject today says, that we are on the 9th episode of the Viveka Choodamani Nidhidhyasana series. Okay. So Nidhidhyasana means what? What we have heard, Shravana, what we have understood by removing all the doubts in our mind. And in that state of conviction, what is the meaning of removing all doubts? First thing can come to us is asambhavana. Asambhav is, asambhav means impossible. Nitya. The Upanishads tell you, you are Nitya. Nitya means eternal. Eternal means there is no death for you. You are always there. You say asambhavana, this is impossible. What are you talking? How can I be eternal? Okay, the standard saying is 120 years, a human life. Now it is 100. After 100, it will be anywhere between 70 to 100. Okay, but how do you say eternal? Asambhavana. So this is one of the thoughts you have got. And you have clarified it saying, I am not this body itself. So where is the question? There is no death for me. There is death for this body. But because of that superimposition, due to ignorance, I have considered myself to be this body as a person so and so, who also has a mind, who also has got its own qualities, guna. All this I have made up. I have been conditioned. Who has done this? The Lord Himself has done this by veiling, avarana, vikshepa. He has projected in our mind. And what has He done at the same time? Avarana. He has veiled the true self. So here what are we doing in this Nidhidhyasana shloka? We are these two default settings which are there. That veiling, we are removing the veil so that we can see the true self. And that avarana which is there, the covering, we are removing the covering. So by removing the covering and also removing the veiling, we are there established in our true self. See, the greatest advantage here is you are not bringing in something. What is already there, you are just getting to know about it. Now we talk about knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowing about something. How do I get to know? I can either listen, I can see, I can touch, I can smell, I can taste, or I can read. All these are the ways. Now, how does this happen? Knowledge to us. There are so many things in this world, but we have the knowledge of only few. What is that few about which we have the knowledge? Is about what you perceive through your senses and what you understand with your mind. Now you see a pot. Somebody else is not seeing a pot. They are seeing a tree. See, we have limited See, let's say you go on a tour. Each one will be observing and seeing different things. Not that everybody has to see the same thing. Somebody will be looking at the sky, somebody will be looking at the mountains, somebody will be looking at the birds, somebody will be dozing off, somebody will be talking to the person next. Everybody's knowledge is of something of which they are aware of. And that awareness comes from senses, and it comes from whatever, through the sense perception, it goes into your mind. So now in the mind what happens? There is a vritti, a modification. In other words, removal of ignorance of that particular object, person, place or thing, whatever it is. So I saw a pot. So when I see a pot, the light which fell on the pot, it enters my eyes, and there with an inverted image on the retina, then you have the rays going through the neurons, and as it is going towards the mind, it gets converted into electrical impulse. See, now the light has become electrical impulse. If it is hearing, the sound waves become electrical impulses, and through the neurons it goes to the mind, and there are billions of neurons. 1 billion is 100 crores. Billions. 100 billions. So many neurons are firing in the mind, and when that firing happens, there is a picture of a pot, which we call as ghatakara vritti. Ghata, akara, form, vritti, modification. You see a tree. So what do you get? Vriksha akara vritti. You see a person. Vyakti akara vritti. Now till here things are very clear. Science says, yes, there is an image formed in the mind about what a person has seen. So now he has got knowledge of that particular person, place or thing, because his perception through his eyes, they saw it, and his mind understood it. If there is something which you have never seen, you will ask, what is this? What is this? Give me a name. But I have seen a tree, so from my memory I know it is a tree, and I immediately move ahead. I see a person, somebody new, I become alert. Somebody who is known to me. To what extent he is known to me? Very close to me, I give a hug. Not so close, I shake hands. Not so very close again, then you maintain a distance and you say, welcome, please come, what can I do for you? See, all this, how it is done? By that vritti. But now the greater aspect is, now what we have to understand over here is that knowledge what we got was just by the removal of ignorance of a particular thing which was there in our mind, and that is done by the perception of by the sensory perceptions and the mind. Now the experience of that particular thing, that vritti, that happens by consciousness. Otherwise you have eyes. Eyes are seeing, but there is no phalavyapti. First one is the vritti vyapti, modification. Now a dead person, his eyes are still alive. It has got life. That's the reason we donate our eyes. But there is no experience. What is that experience behind? That is what consciousness gives you, the phalavyapti. Now understand the simple concept. Again I am coming to Brahmakara vritti. What is Brahmakara vritti? Knowing about Brahman. Here you know about a pot. Ghatakara vritti. You know of some cloth. Patakara vritti. Pata means cloth. You know of a person. Vyakti akara vritti. You know about Brahman. That is what we are trying to understand. So far we have not known about Brahman. Ask somebody what Brahman. They'll say Brahma. Brahma, Saraswati. Immediately they'll put them under the Trimurtis. And then he said, no, there is somebody who is not this Brahma, but Brahman who is above this. Then consciousness, awareness, all these kind of names come, but they do not know. Once you know about what Brahman is, now that's what we're exactly doing in the Nidhidhyasana studies. We are trying to understand what Brahman is. And that understanding, how is it coming now? Either by reading, or now you're listening, you're coming by listening. So your sound waves by perception goes to your mind, and in the mind you should be able to form a vritti of what? Brahmakara, the form of Brahman or the essence of Brahman. You should be able to form that vritti, and that vritti is coming from your sense organs to your mind, and then in that mind, once that Brahmakara vritti is there, consciousness is already there. Phalakara vritti happens automatically. What is the Phalakara vritti? The consciousness aids the object or person, place of knowledge. It aids to be known. But here it is about that consciousness only you are knowing. So now let's say there is a lamp, and I am not able to see where the lamp is. A torch, flashlight, it is on. I said I kept it on here and I don't know where it has gone. There's some cloth has fallen over it. So the moment I remove the cloth, I don't need anything else to see. In darkness I'm talking. I don't need anything else to see the flashlight, because the flashlight has its light of its own. Imagine if the flashlight was off. There is something which is cloth which has fallen over it. Even though I remove the cloth, I still need some light to flash on it and understand that yes, here is the flashlight. So here the Phalakara vritti is automatic. You don't have to worry much about it. You only need to understand that a vritti which is happening instead of the world of objects. What are you planning now? You are creating only the Brahmakara vritti in your mind. The more you create the Brahmakara vritti, see, we may not be able to go to the 100% level of Brahmakara vritti, but we should progress, reduce the quantity of the world Akara vritti and increase the quantum of the Brahmakara vritti. This is the technique. So now once you know this, then whatever you are doing, you have to perceive one step behind what is the essence of whatever I am seeing. Person, place, object, whatever I am seeing, I have to look at the essence. That's all. I was able to come out with one it's a nice phrase for us to understand. See, you may not be able to do it with everybody. See, as students or as children, when we meet our friend and I see that my friend is also wearing the same color shirt, what do? We immediately find an opportunity to go and pinch that person and say, same pinch. Or if that person is wearing the same kind of shoes, or he has the same kind of bag, what do? We get a chance to go and pinch him and say, same pinch. Now when you are with your spiritual seekers, you can go and say, same pinch. The Brahman in you is the Brahman in me. Same, we both are same. We are appearing different. Use this concept. Very, you can laugh within yourself. You're pinching everybody and saying, same pinch, same pinch, same pinch. See, after all, what we want in life is joy, not sorrow. Simple way. If it is you are very close spiritual seeker, you can do the same pinch and nobody will mind, because you are reminding that person, yes, I and you are both of the same essence. Look at the essence and you will see nothing else other than Brahman. All the time what you are seeing, what you are hearing. See, what does the Kenopanishad say? Kenopanishad says, this Brahman cannot be understood by the mind. All paradoxical statement. It cannot be understood by the mind, but whatever it is understanding, it is happening only because of the mind. These eyes cannot see Brahman, but all that the eyes are seeing are only because of Brahman. The ears cannot hear about Brahman, but whatever the ears are hearing is only happening because of Brahman. So likewise, take every sense organ. Everything, senses and mind they cannot grasp that Brahman, but without Brahman, all these cannot work. See the beautiful paradox we have over here. So what you could just see, you could simply look at, when you are looking at the world through your sense organs and your understanding with your mind, what understanding do you want to have? That all this is happening because of Brahman. This is a true fact. I am not able to understand. Fair enough. But what can I understand? I can understand one thing, that in everything there is nothing other than Brahman. Both these facts are correct. So then you tell me, what can disturb you? What can irritate you? What can dismantle you? Everything is Brahman and Brahman alone. What are you? I am everything other than whatever I am able to perceive, feel, understand, know. I am everything other than that. So any kind of a problem you have at the body level, I am an observer of the body. I am not the body. This body is mithya. It's an illusion. It's there today and after some years it is not there. But I am that Atma in this body, that awareness in this body, because of which this body is functioning. See, come to the core facts and play it in your mind. Continuously play it in your mind. Simple facts. Keep doing the same pinch. Reminding yourself. Because eventually, I'll tell you, as I have earlier also mentioned, unless and until you come out of this Jiva Bhava, come out and go where? Sarvatma Bhava. Go to that everything, that whatever you can see is all that one and one Paramatma. As far as you are in your Jiva, limited, you made yourself limited. I am this person. I have my set of problems. I have my set of joy. All this when you are saying, you have limited yourself. Now you have to first and foremost come out of it. When you come out of it, you are coming out of the Chaitana Shakti and you are merging with the Chaitanya Shakti. Till you are within this so-called personality, Jiva Bhava, you are stuck in the Chidabhasa, the reflection of the Chaitanya Shakti on your mind as Chidabhasa or Chetana Shakti. The first step towards realization is coming out from the Jiva Bhava to the Chetana Shakti. That is the first step, because we all are experiencing awareness now. But it doesn't stop there, because this is the reflection of that Chaitanya Shakti which is engrossed the entire universe. Not this room or this house or this place district, state, country, continent, planet, solar system, Milky Way. No, it is that power which has engrossed the entire universe. That is my true self. See, you have to condition your mind now. Your mind is conditioned by ignorance. See, you're walking somewhere. What is this knowledge? Knowing about something which is there. Something which I don't see. Somebody else sees. Arey, look at that beautiful bird. I didn't see. I have no knowledge about it. But somebody else saw it over there. So now look at this Brahman. I don't know what is Brahman. But here I am understanding what is Brahman. So come, let's go into 261 today. Technically we have 10 verses from 254 to 263. And eventually what they are talking, you can see what you are not. It is Brahman. In simple terms, what you are not, that is that supreme reality. And you just have to say, I am not this. Now as we go through the verses, I'll take you through the shlokas. So go into a state of meditation. Close your eyes, and then what happens is when you do that, there is 100% focus, concentration. And you are completely gauging on what you are hearing. What you are hearing means what? You are forming Brahmakara Vritti. And this Brahmakara Vritti will help you to do Nidhidhyasana. Nidhidhyasana of what? What you have done Shravana and what you have done Manana about. So these are the deep verses which we are listening to. Okay. So we start with 261. So take a few deep breaths and gently close your eyes. I'll read the shloka and then I'll start explaining. So go with that 100% focus on what you're listening and get established in that. And know that that is my true self. Not this, I am living a life with ignorance and I am completely lost in the ups and downs of life. There is no up and there is no down over here. It is all ups and downs are like what you see the waves in an ocean. But visualize a calm ocean or an ocean underneath. It is calm. There are no waves underneath. So dive deep into this illusory world and being of yours and be established in that supreme bliss. That can happen by your constant practice. As I told you, one of the techniques, same pinch. And move forward, move forward. Use all these techniques. One is that same pinch is the technique. The other one is, if I am that, phenomenal, beyond formidable, beyond my limit of understanding, if I am that power of that universe, what am I doing here then as this jiva? You are an actor. You are an actor. Know that you are an actor. You are something different. Your status is something very much different. But here you are acting as a poor soldier. Standing in that heat. A guard. And continuously standing, watching all day. See, then why am I? Because everybody is in a different position in life. When you think like that, say, I'm acting here. That's all. Use these simple techniques and reconcile yourself. Continuously feed your mind with that Brahma Akara Vritti, modification. Vritti Vyapti. Phala Vyapti, which that experience comes by Brahman. So here the experience comes automatically. See, look here how the God has created. You see a pot, any person with eyes knows that, yes, this is a pot. Or he will say, at least if somebody has never seen a pot, he will describe it. Something round and it is looking grey and it has got an opening on the top. All that he will say. Meaning what? He is understanding what it is. And he is feeling what it is. But then when it comes to Brahmakara Vritti, why we are not, we have heard so much about this. Why we are not able to understand this? Because the veiling and the projection, Avarana and Vikshepa, has been done by Maya. And that Lord and Lord alone has to remove these two. And for that, what do? We have to only show our earnestness. Again and again keep asking. Have you not asked our parents, I want a compost box? They say, what compost box? You just bought 2 months back. You have lost it. Now get firing from the teacher. Then only you will realize you don't understand the value. Then again, we try to ask. Again, go and sit with a sad face. And then after some time, they'll feel little pity on you and they say, okay, this time I'm going to give you a compost box. If you lose it, next time I'm not going to give. So that is there. That is what we have all trained. Do that with the Lord. We strive for so many things in this world. Again and again we strive. Is everybody's that easy to give? People who have borrowed from you, they don't give you. They go against their words. And they make a mess out of your life. They are not there to honor their commitments. But are we not following up? We are not losing. So same with this also, we have to not lose. We have to keep again and again refreshing that thought in our mind. So the vritti is going there. Phalavyapti is not happening. Although he says it has its own light, it will show up to you. Where it is showing? Why everybody is not having, despite they know what Brahman is because of this Avarana and Vikshepa, Maya Shakti. So his grace is required. So how do I get that grace? Ishvara Kripa, Shastra Kripa and Digra Kripa. Because this is a channel. So I have to get that grace. The moment I get that grace, what is already there, you don't have to do anything to get it. See what it is. It is already there and we are not aware of it, although we are trying so hard. So now think deeply. And to the ones who are traveling to Kailash, I must tell you, Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, it is such a powerful place. Such things which have not happened in your life, where you have been spiritually orienting yourself to achieve something. If you want to have miracles, prepare your mind right now. Right now you prepare your mind. You're going for a very important meeting over there. And be established in that thought that I want you. I want to have that experience. And such miracles can happen over there, in these powerful places. And Mount Kailash is one of them. So we have to have that agenda. Before you go anywhere, you need to have an agenda. Then only your meetings are successful. Otherwise your work, your meetings are not successful. Thereby your life is also not successful on this spiritual path. It's God's grace. He is giving us this guidance. Otherwise what? We'll go there and we'll take nice pictures and we'll keep talking, chatting and find, wow, I did the parikrama. That is a trek. That's not what we have to go there for. We have to go there to get what we could never anticipate in our life. Something phenomenal change should come in our life. That should be our goal. Okay. Come, we move to 261. Nirvikalpamanalpamaksharam Yatksharakshara vilakshanam param Nityamavyaya sukham niranjanam Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. So the direct meaning you can see here, that which is free from Maya, which is infinite and indestructible, which is other than the world of change, which is supreme and eternal, which is permanent and indivisible bliss, which is untainted, that Brahman thou art. Meaning you are that Brahman. Meditate on this in your mind. Our understanding of ourself is completely different from all this. We are not free from Maya. We are not infinite. We are not indestructible. We are not supreme. We are not eternal. We are not permanent. And we are not indivisible. And we are not blissful. And we are not untainted. See? So, you have to now train your mind and say, yes. You just cannot say, I am not this body. No. If you say, I am not this body, then who are you? Neurologist asks for that. You have to tell what you are. Just don't say, I am not this. Along with what you are not, you have to say what you are. Then only it is complete. The circuit is complete. In Atma Shatakam. So the first 3 lines talk about what you are not. And then the last sentence says, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Mano buddhyahankara chitta-ni-9. Manaha, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. I am not this. Nacha shrotra jihve, nacha grana netre. Nacha shrotra, ears, jihve, taste, tongue, grana, my sense of smelling, netre, eyes. I am not this. Nacha vyoma bhumir, na tejo na vayuhu. Then he says, Nacha vyoma, space, bhumi, earth, tejo, fire, vayu, air. I am not all this. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. My true nature is that Chidananda Rupa. Everybody's true nature is that. But rarely, only few. As Swami Vivekananda says, many get to understand Vedanta, but only very few realize it. Many get to understand, he says. Yes, there are so many people, thousands of people listen to Vedanta, but only very few get to realize it. Everybody, now these are people who have heard and who have not realized. Imagine there are crores and crores, billions of people who never know about it. They only use God as a pillar of support. Any problem in life, you go there. I have a deal. I'll do this for you. I'll do this for you. Give me this. Give me this. That's all. They only use this as a support, a shoulder to rest on when you are in difficulty. But it is not that you are that itself. Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. Sit in that knowledge. So this is what is proclaimed over here. Okay. So now we understand in detail. Now what I am trying to do is, I will explain the shloka word by word, of course. And one of the techniques we'll use over here is, see, you have to understand the magnitude now. What is this God we are talking, this power which is eternal, which is infinite, indestructible, all this we are talking, does it really make sense? So we will take some dare-dashing facts of the body and of the cosmos, which is known to science, which you can also now Google it and see what all I have told, how much reality it is. It is real. Science has proved it. Which means what? This consciousness, which we call in different names, Brahman, awareness, it has this kind of power. Oh, okay. So which means that power what we are talking about, that alone has become this jiva. That's all it is. It's not that we are trying to become that. That has become this. That Parabrahman is appearing as this jiva. Now we are not trying to say that me as a limited jiva, I am going to become that Parabrahman. No. We are not human beings seeking for a spiritual experience, but we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Our true nature is that. So that reconditioning has to happen. Rewiring, reconditioning. So now, nirvikalpa manalpa maksharam. So we'll straight dive into the meaning of the shloka. Okay, 261. Nirvikalpa manalpa maksharam. So now if you see, 3 words here. Nirvikalpa, non-dual, and infinite and indestructible. So that is the nature of Brahman. Now you have to clearly understand here, what is where am I different from this? We are 360 degrees different over here. Brahman is nirvikalpam, non-dual. There are no two. But I always see, immediately I only see duality in life. So start looking at your true self. If you want to be established in that Brahman, your true self is nirvikalpa. There is no alternate over here. There are no two. That same pinch what I told you, that is what you have to talk about. And that is pure consciousness. And analpam aksharam means where I am not small or limited. Analpam. I am not bound. I am boundless. Expand yourself. Easy thing is what you have thought to be. The opposite is what this Brahman is all about. Aksharam is indestructible. I am so destructible. Fire can burn me. Water can wet me. A sword can cut me. All this, isn't it? Because what have I considered myself to be? I have considered myself to be this person with this body, mind and senses. That's what I've understood. But now know that you are not this. Then only you become Aksharam. Because that awareness which gives you that Phalavyapti, you are seeing so many things. Till the time you are alive, that Phalavyapti is happening because of that awareness. Otherwise, all the parts of the body are still, they have life. They can be given to others. Where if that consciousness is there, then the body with Prakriti repairs itself and it accepts the organ and it functions. Which means that organ is correct. It's intact. But that Phalavyapti is not happening. That experience is not coming because of lack of awareness or that Prana Shakti. So Aksharam indestructible. So this you have to affirm yourself. So whatever concepts are clear to you, take only those. Which are not that convincing, leave it aside. As I was telling, for me, what certain few concepts, 2-3 are enough to be established in that true self. Like nirgunaha. When I say yes, I have no qualities. I am neither sattva, nor rajas, nor tamas. These are all belonging to my mind. Very easy to establish in that. I am getting angry. No, I am very angry today. Let's not talk today. I am very upset today. Don't we say this? Say, I'm very happy. Ask what you want. Sometimes parents tell their children, they are happy. They want to give something to their children. They'll say, ask. Then the children start looking at each other. What is happening today? And then they ask. And they get what they want. So, all this you are able to observe, which is happening in the mind. So, this state of happiness, I am very busy today, rajas. I am very calm and peaceful today, sattvic guna. I am feeling very tired, I am feeling sluggish, I am feeling sleepy. Now this is tamas. Now so far you have associated yourself saying I am this. But now you have to, whenever you see this, I am nirgunaha. All these gunas are belonging to this mind. My body is paining. My body is paining. No, the pain is in the body. I am different from the body. I am the observer of the body. So this way you take this guna and then nishkriyaha. Nirgunaha, nishkriyaha. Because we are always in action. I am not the doer. And I'll tell you facts about our human body. You will definitely get convinced. Now, after studying so much, I'll tell you how it feels. If somebody says you are the body, even if they're about to complete the sentence, if it comes to my mind, you are the, meaning what you're going to say, body, kick it off. No way you can say you are the body, because the facts are so convincing that you can never think that you are the body. See, this is again knowledge. So here, this way, what you are not is, in other words, that is what is Brahman. Yat ksharakshara vilakshanam param. So from this kshara and akshara, these two, this actually we get this in the Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter. It says, Dvavimau purusho loke ksharaksharacha evacha ksharaha sarvani bhutani kutastokshara uchyate. There are two entities in this world. One is kshara, perishable. So far in the jiva bhava, you are kshara only. You are going to perish in the jiva bhava. But if with knowledge you have constantly practiced akshara, other than perishable, you have the imperishable. So the perishable comprises of all beings of all types, and imperishable is said to be that unchanging. So here you have to always, I am that akshara. As I told you, there are several qualities which we have spoken about. Many are repeating only. In Brahmavali we got to know so many qualities. In all aids of meditation we are getting this. So I am the imperishable. What perishes is this body perishes, this mind perishes. Mind perishing means as you grow older and mind doesn't do its job. It cannot remember. It cannot do what it was doing earlier in terms of that thinking, calculating, reasoning. No tactical sense. It has lost everything. But you are saying that is the mind. I am not that. I am the akshara which is a foundation to this mind, to this body. So that way, vilakshanam, distinct. Brahman is distinct from all what you are considering yourself to be. He is that param, that supreme, that transcendent. You don't need 10 qualities. Just take one, get established in it, and you become that. Whatever suits you, catch hold of it. For a change, if you want, you can always use additional qualities. As I said, nirgunaha, nishkriyaha, nitya is the third quality which I have selected. Nitya is where you are eternal. Where is this body eternal? It's going to die one day. You are going to die, we say, no? I am going to die. No, the body is going to die. For sure it's going to die. But I am the witness of this body. I am Nitya. So consider, change your mind. I am not this, I am this. So Kshara, Akshara and Nitya. Kshara, Akshara, Vilakshanam Param. I am different and I am Param. I am that supreme reality. Nityam Avyaya Sukham Niranjanam. Then again it comes to that point, Nityam, what I just now explained, eternal. Avyaya, indivisible. I can be divided. If there is something wrong in the body, amputation can happen. And I am that untainted bliss. Where is it possible when I say I am angry, I am lazy today, I am vibrant today? See, different changes are happening in my mind. So how can I be untainted bliss? All these are, you should say, yes, I am that untainted bliss, where all these qualities of anger, greed, jealousy, all that is coming in the mind. Distance yourself. So just this knack, that is known as the Jnana Chakshu. Once you start operating in life with this Jnana Chakshu, what happens is you slowly get into that reconditioning mode. You start getting detached. And you will not realize why things are not affecting me. I'll give you a simple example. Earlier, when summer is about to come, see, you have a nice 2.5 months of winter in Mumbai. Very pleasant. And then summer becomes extremely hot. Everywhere it is the same case. And you look at, now summer is going to come. Now you are going to face the heat of the weather. There's going to be a discomfort state. All these thoughts used to come. You're really dreadful of summer. And it just happened yesterday. I was thinking, where is summer now? Meaning, at what stage are we in summer? Summer is already gone. The pre-monsoon has started. Meaning, did not experience this heat of summer. What happens is the mind rises above all these conditionings. Earlier it was a conditioning. Now in our building, the lifts are being modernized, meaning they're putting in new lifts, elevators. So from 2 you are now operating on 1 lift. Before the work started, you used to get those kind of feelings that, now it's going to be delay everywhere. I'll have to start 10 minutes early. It's going to be a nuisance. 1 lift all the time going up and down. Because we have seen in between any time 1 lift goes out of order, there is chaos. And now I was just recollecting my mind and thinking, with 1 lift, life has become very comfortable. How does this happen? Because you are lifting you are out of your mind. As far as you are in the mind, all these disturb you. Now you have come out. You have become an observer of the mind. And mind is tuned properly now because we are not allowing it to complain. So, small things, I'm just giving you small examples, they will not bother you. These are good enough to bother us. And some work is going next to our building. All the time there is this conking sound because the foundation is being dug. So what have you trained your mind? Any time that noise comes, even now you should be able to hear that noise. So if our mind has drifted away from the thought of Shivoham, Shivoham, come back to that thought. That which can disturb you. In fact, everybody in the group, they write, what nonsense is this? All the time till 9:30, 10:30, these people are banging. But now you have changed your mind. In fact, one of my friends who was staying in the next building, they were on rent, so they went away from here. They said, we'll go to another building which is far away from here. They have an option. But if it's your own flat, you can't go anywhere else. So these are, you have to change your mind. Okay, now that is a reminder to me. Good, I'm having a constant reminder. Shivoham, Shivoham. Or you can connect it to same pinch. Whatever you want. Or to the fact that I am an actor over here. Or you can say that I am that unmanifest, manifesting in this body, mind and senses and operating in this world. Take anything which helps you and be established in it. Find a reason not to get disturbed. So, Nityam Avyayaha. Sukham. I am that bliss. Sukham is not joy. See, like Sukham, Shantam, what we call, these are, although they sound the same, but they are beyond the level of understanding. Let's say there is noise in the house. The door is open. So we tell somebody, hey, please close the door. There is too much of noise outside. So what happened now? They close the door. So the noise is there, but because the door is closed, you are experiencing not that much of noise. So here, this Shantam is what? Compared to this Shantam. There is an obstruction to the noise which was coming to you, which that obstruction is the door. But otherwise the noise is still there. But remember, think of a situation where there is no noise at all. No noise at all. Complete state of peace. 0 decibel. So that kind of here Sukham is not that. What is Sukha? Joy, what we are experiencing. I tell you, it is just that what was bothering you all the time, that I want this, I want this, I want this. The moment you get it, that mind clickering or hampering stops and gives you a short span of relief from that tinkering and flickering which was happening earlier. Now it is not happening because you got it. But then again the mind comes up with something new. Just, I want this. So this is not Sukha. That Sukha which they are talking about is, there is no desire at all. What is there to aspire? Everything is mine. Everything is me. Everywhere is me. See, these are such bold statements. Infiniteness, what we talk. Expand yourself. I am everywhere. I am in everything. I am all the time. This was, I'll tell you one practical situation. I'll tell you. When I was, this was about, say, 25 years ago. Precisely, yes. I had bought office space over here in Pavai Hiranandani, Mumbai, and I had bought also a house. Now, the mind, when you bought office, you bought a house, it stays, I want more. As I just now said, desire, till the time you buy a house and an office, you are continuously thinking about it. But the moment you buy, what happens is, for some time you get a relief. I have reached my target, I have achieved what I wanted to do. But then again the mind starts telling, what is this? You have only this much. Now, I don't know, that was God sent at that time. I told my mind that all of this Hiranandani, whatever is here, all the buildings are yours. It's a conditioning of the mind. And I tell you, it worked. You have to just tell the mind everything is yours. And that helped me when I'm doing this Vedanta studies. You are everything. Meaning the mind is very easy to trick. You should just trick the mind and say you are this. Now we have conditioned our mind. I am a limited being. Go to that unlimited state. Expand yourself. And you are just whatever they're talking about here is a reverse form of what we are in the true sense. So in this way, like even this for the shloka you see in chapter 6 verse 20, Yatro paramatmane chittam niruddham yoga sevaya. Meaning it says, where the mind rests, restrained by yoga, and sees the self by the self, satisfied in the self. See what a beautiful statement. Here it says, see the self by the self and become satisfied in the self. Yatra chaivatman atmanam pashyan atmani tushyati. You start seeing that way. And how do I do this? See, in puja, they tap like this, and then they do this kind of a kriya. What is this kriya? First level is dissolve all the objects of the world into your senses. That is the first one. Here what you do at the lower level. Then you come to the higher level and you beat over here. The second level is whatever you have dissolved, all the objects into the senses, now dissolve the senses into your mind. Because eventually all the sense perceptions go to your mind. So the second kriya, what we do at the level of the chest. And then the next kriya is at the top. What you do over here, dissolve the mind into the self. Simple techniques. These are techniques which you should use. Like you have seen a karate fighter or a boxer or a wrestler. What do? They train their mind and body with techniques. And they use a stronger and more efficient technique to beat the other side. So we have to use these techniques again and again. When the body is in pain, say that I am the witness of the body. I am not the body. I am Anantam. I am eternal. This body, it's not eternal. So distinguish yourself and find peace. So this way, what we have to understand, when I say that I am this infinite, it is like there is space in a pot. You break the pot. Now, doesn't that space merge with that entire universal space? Nirvikalpam. Simple. As far as you are in this jiva bhava, you are this limited person. As far as that space is in that small pot, ghata, kasha, akasha, ghata. Since it's in the pot, it is a pot space, or a room space, or a house space, an auditorium space. Everything is occupying a certain amount of space. But the moment you break the walls, however small it was, what happens to that space? It becomes non-dual, nirvikalpam. It has merged with the space of the entire universe. It has become analpam, infinite. It was finite. It becomes infinite now. Simple pot space. and it becomes aksharam, indestructible. Now what damage can you do to this space which is the universal space? So we are not this limited persons. Look at the body, that's okay. This body, mind, senses, it is all again the embodiment of that Supreme Self. Live in this body with that thought of infiniteness, with that thought of that nirvikalpam matva, analpamatva, aksharamatva. Take that and stay in that thought. So that's what we have to meditate again and again, meditate. And know that the waking state or the dream state, the deep sleep state, these are all not my true states. They all belong to this body and to the mind. I am the Turiya, the fourth state, which is observing and supporting all these three states. This is another example what you can use. Say, you are going in a crowd. That nirvikalpam, I am a non-dual infinite. So in that crowd you say, all this is one. Merge yourself with the crowd. I am not different. As you are looking at the crowd, merge your body also in that crowd and say, all this is one, because I am nirvikalpam. Or you can use the same pinch what I just now told you. Then nityam avyayam sukham, I am that untainted joy. During pain, just be a witness. How do I do that? Just say, I am not this temporary jiva. That's all. I am beyond this jiva. I am a witness to this jiva. This way, raise your mind and be established in these qualities of the divine. Meditate on it again and again. Take one or two and during the day, constantly churn it in your mind. Change the rewiring, entire wiring of your mind. From what you were conditioned earlier to now, you come to a state where you are completely, you have knowledge of something else. Don't we realize that we were somebody else in the dream? And on waking up, don't we understand that, oh no, I am not that, I am this. We have experienced this. In the same way, when this knowledge, in a waking state, you change your mindset. As simple as that. So now we'll go to the next one, 262. Yadvibhati sadane kada brahma nama rupa guna vikriyatmana hemavat swayama vikriyam sada brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani Brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. That one reality which appears variously because of delusion, though itself always unchanged and assumes names and forms, qualities and changes. And here Bhagavan Shankaracharya gives an example like gold through all its modifications. As it becomes different ornaments, in the same way, know that Brahman thou art. Meditate on this in your mind constantly and know that you are not this jiva. You are nothing but that Parabrahman. See the powerful statement here. So one has to get established in this thought. Now going to Yadvibhati sadanekada Brahma. That which is that one reality but appears variously because of delusion. See, now this we have heard several times. Now that Brahman which we call as existence, that one reality, through that Brahma means the delusion or ignorance. Anekada bhati, it shines or it appears or it shows up as many. Like you see in a single moon which is reflecting on the lake. Now when there are ripples on the lake, you will see several moons over there and also that moon shaking. Now this is all that veiling power what we are talking about. So in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad they talk about Nehana Nasti Kinchana. There is no diversity to the slightest extent here whatsoever. It is just like a single actor is playing many roles on stage. Just like that. So Yadvibhati. Now this is what we need to understand. One thing appearing as many. So here I will be taking what I told you to imagine how that one thing is appearing as many. I have to tell you some phenomenal things which are there in this cosmos as well as which are there in the human body, which we are able to relate. Okay. Now we'll start with a few. There is one moon to this planet Neptune known as Triton. Okay. Now this Triton, it orbits Neptune in the opposite direction. See this power. Just like that. It is how? That is how the universe has created. It just goes in the opposite direction. Now if it has to go this way, let's say. Now Sun and all the orbits, all the planets are moving in a clockwise direction. So same way now the moon is moving around the earth in the clockwise. But here this is moving in the anti-clockwise direction around the Neptune. But at the same time it is going in the clockwise direction along the Sun. This is known as the retrograde orbit. The orbit is retrograde. See how? Understand. Venus and Uranus. Now these particular planets, now they have a retrograde spin. Here this was going around the planet, the earlier moon what we spoke about, Triton, but these particular planets themselves, they are rotating in a reverse way, but at the same time they are going along with all the other planets along the Sun. How? Imagine. So this is some phenomena which, whatever we are talking about, which means it can happen. Just like the Venus and the Uranus example, which has a retrograde spin, here this Triton example as a retrograde object. That way. Now, other important facts are, if you remove the empty space inside the atoms what we have, remove all the empty space inside the atoms, and they say one human body could fit in a small grain of sand. Just one grain of sand. That's all. This is again what? An illusion. Bhranti, Brahma, what we are talking about, this is what we are trying to understand over here. So which means 99.99999999999 is all empty space. This Nama, Rupa, whatever we are talking, how it is made, how it is constructed, just understand. Now again Brahma, I'll give you another example. The Andromeda galaxy, which is our neighboring, ours is Milky Way, neighboring Andromeda. It's about 25 lakh years, the light from the Andromeda galaxy, which is our neighbor, if it is touching our planet, if you are able to see it, you can understand that light which was emitted 25 lakh years ago and traveling at what speed? 3 lakh kilometers per second. See the vastness of the universe, the creation of this universe, and how everything is going meticulously to the one, not 100th, 1000th or 1/10,000th, 1 lakh, no, even greater than that. With that precision, everything is moving. So what is that power? This is only to give that conviction for us that what this power is, something phenomenal. And also what this talks about is, whatever we are seeing here is not in the present. It is somewhere in the past. Bhranti. So what you see is always past, not present. So now we relate it to that mithya or illusion. What we see, what we experience, our likes, our dislikes, ego, reactions are all past impressions, not present reality. Know that if somebody is suddenly bursting at you, it is not because of that one action which happened at that time. It is of all which has been built over a period of time. You should just know this. So these are that way. It is whatever you are experiencing now is not of the current present moment. It is of the past. Now look at the third one, the cosmic speed limit. Now as we know, this mass, anything like a planet is a mass which can travel, light is a mass again, which can travel at 3 lakh kilometers per second, which means even the sunlight which we are experiencing currently is not as of this second. It's again 8 minutes and odd before. It started 8 minutes before and it hits the earth after 8 minutes, traveling at that speed. So even the fastest thing which we talk about, light, is again that is limited. But awareness in which light is known is not moving at all. Can you understand now what is the magnitude of this awareness, consciousness? Where light is moving in this, even light is not able to catch hold of the periphery of this awareness. So you are not in time. Time is appearing in you. Dissolve yourself. Time will appear in you. Otherwise you will think I am in time. As far as the jiva is concerned, yes, I am in time. I am regulated by time. But when you dissolve yourself completely, dissolving in this sense means there is no thought, there is no reasoning, there is no understanding. You just stay. Then time appears in you. The next fourth one, we talk about our Milky Way. They say this Milky Way has about 30 to 40,000 crore stars. Only our Milky Way. And what is Sun? Sun is one star amongst all this, which has got these 9 planets. And you see what Hangama we are doing about this. In all those 9 planets of this one sun, which is among these 30,000 crore stars which are in one Milky Way, and there are billions of Milky Ways. So this observable universe, which has got hundreds of billions of galaxies like this Milky Way. So this Alpatva Bhava, what we are talking about, you shatter it. Now you need your mind to know to what extent you have to go. That's why I'm telling you all this. Imagine the vastness. Come out of this limited Alpatvam. Go to the infinite nature. And now again, how is all this constructed? Fifth one. Just understand. So that carbon, calcium, iron, whatever we have in our body, we all know. They say no, calcium is less in your body. You need to take calcium supplements. You need to take iron supplements. We have heard about this. So now they are all which are elements of the stars. We have heard we are all nothing but stardust. We have heard of this, isn't it? Now that how does this stardust come into me? Or we talk of this Panchabhutas in this body have traveled across this cosmic time from several stars which are millions and millions of light years away. See where and what is happening. Now here it is that body is just recycling this cosmic matter. It's working on that. It's a complete recycle master. So the one aware of this body as that unchanging witness, not as this body, as the person whom I am thinking. No, become aware of what is there. Now this is that divine chef, that Brahman is mixing up things, he's taking from there, he's putting it here, somehow is bringing everything in the right manner. Billions of years ago, massive stars which are hotter than 1,000,000 suns, you can say, they fuse together. So gases like this hydrogen, and which finally convert into carbon, which are in for our cells, calcium for our bones, iron for our blood. See, how did all this happen? Now when that explosion happened, now all that became stardust. And how did it come to us? Okay, that is fine. Stardust is fine. But how did that become my body? I want to understand this. So now this stardust, it mixed with the gas clouds. I'm talking at the cosmic level. And under gravity, all this stardust, they became new stars. They became planets. And Earth, which is born about 450 crore years, which is 4.5 billion years ago. Now, these earth rocks, soils, or even you can say water, all they are rich in these elements. Carbon is there in the atmosphere, calcium is there in the rocks, iron is in the ground, which is in the mud. Okay, so far good. So all that dust came into this planet Earth. Now, still I'm asking you the question, how did this body be made of that stardust? Now what happens now is sunlight which is falling on this earth. Now these plants absorb the carbon from air in this photosynthesis, and they absorb the calcium and iron from the soil. So from air and sunlight they absorb carbon, calcium and iron they absorb from soil. I'm giving the very mild version of this, otherwise much more massive chemical reactions are happening. I'm trying to tell in very simple words. So now see, all these are absorbed in the plants. Calcium, iron, carbon, and then the animals. Animals means we humans also. Animals, humans, we all eat these plants. Our food is stardust infused. Where did it come? It came from the stardust. Now, that food which we eat, we didn't eat immediately. The mother ate in the beginning. We were still conceived in the mother's womb. So now when the mother starts eating this nutritious food, grains, pulses, vegetables, fruits, she absorbs all these elements into her blood. Can you visualize? Now through her umbilical cord, everything, all these are sent into, through inner womb, they are now building bones in that small child. Calcium, then blood, iron, cells, carbon. So the womb is like a sacred vessel. That's why Prakriti, that is Parvati, Gauri, All this is nothing but mother is compared to Parvati. So this womb, it is transforming that stardust into a fine human form. Imagine how this is happening. So where is that stardust, where it is, and through the sun rays and through the photosynthesis, through the rain, through the earth, entering the food chain, and through the food chain, umbilical cord, and every bone, every blood cell, and every small thing is happening in your body. So that's the nature cycle, from stars to soil to food to life. Imagine, this is the power. So whatever we are reading here is beyond imagination. See, now this fact we know. You can refer any science document and they will say, yes, this is the fact. In fact, if you go into much more reading, you will know the depth of what this nature is working, and how this energy and matter, frequency, vibration, how they are functioning. This is the power of the universe, how they are becoming life. So that what we are talking about, yadvibhati sadanekada Brahma, it's an illusion. Something has become something. That one thing has become everything. From energy, you have matter. They're interchangeable, energy and matter. Einstein theory. And along with it, it has got vibrations. Along with it, it has got energy, vibrations. Now look. Frequency, FEV, frequency, energy, vibration. And through that, what you are getting? You are getting tab, thought, action, and breath. Where is the connection? This is how it is connected. So likewise, yad vibhati anekada Brahma. So that stardust manifesting as planets, that food and these bodies, living, non-living, my God. So I think we have completed only the fourth one. Okay. So next we take the fifth one onwards, and I'll tell you about the magnificent things which are happening in the body also. That's again mind-boggling. That is the power of this. See, we have not understood body in the true sense. Array body, that's all. You know, the heart beats 1 lakh times a day. It pumps about 7,000 to 8,000 liters of blood every day. What are you doing? And you claim that this is my body. And the number of blood vessels, what is there in this body, if that all the blood vessels are put in a chain, they would run to up to 90,000 to 1 lakh kilometers, which can go around the earth twice. That is there in this body. So this is a spiritual being having a human experience, but we have just forgotten. So we'll learn more facts about the body and the cosmos. Understand the power of this universe and what is the true nature. Now you will be able to relate, yes, whatever it's saying is right. If this kind of a power which we see and it's not fully known, if this is the strength of the supreme reality, and it is that one and one alone. So you cannot say that I am this. You have to just nullify yourself first and say everything is everything. And you become a part of everything. Okay, Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Idam Namma. We'll just do a Vishnu Sahasranama, Dhanvantari mantra, and we'll end the session. We are on verse 57. Maharshi Kapilacharya Kritagno Medinipatih Tripadastrishadeksho Mahashringa Kritanta Krita. Medineepatih. 533. The Lord of the earth, Sri Narayana. The preserver, Vishnu, as the husband of the inert matter, earth. is a concept at once immensely beautiful and deep, philosophical and poetic. He is Medineepatih. To such a magnificent Medineepatih, we offer our humble salutations, seek his grace, mercy and blessings. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantare Amrutagalashahastaya Sarvabhaya Vinashaya Sarvaroga Nivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Shri Mahavishnu Swarupa Shri Dhanvantari Swarupa Shri Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrutagalashahastaya Sarvabhaya Vinashaya Sarvaroga Nivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Shri Mahavishnu Swarupa Shri Dhanvantari Swarupa Shri Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantare Amrutakalashahastaya Sarvabhaya Vinashaya Sarvaroga Nivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Shri Mahavishnu Swarupa Shri Dhanvantari Swarupa Shri Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. Our humble salutations to Lord Dhanvantari. May he protect us with the relevant health and energy to understand reality, until such time he blesses us with good health. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Together we offer today's Gita, today's Jnana Yajna at the lotus feet of the Lord. Seek his grace, mercy and blessings. Naham Karta, Hari Karta, Hari Preranaya, Hari Prityartam. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu Idam Namama. Om Tat Sat. So good evening to all of you once again. So pick up any word you can conceive it, you find it comfortable, and stay with that all throughout. This is something which we need to do all throughout, till the time we get established in it. Okay? Shri Krishna.
Hare Man. Hare Man. काहे भटके बावरे रे मन काहे भटके बावरे काहे भटके बावरे रे मन